Welcome to this session on financial literacy. Today, we are going to master the fundamental building block of technical analysis, the Japanese candlestick. By the end of this scene, you will be able to identify the 4 key price points of a candlestick and understand how they represent market movement. To understand price action, we use a visual tool that tells a story of a specific time period, whether that is 1 minute, 1 hour, or 1 day. This tool is the candlestick. A candlestick consists of 2 main parts, the thick middle section, called the body, and the thin lines poking out of the top and bottom, known as the wicks or shadows. Every candle tracks 4 data points, often called OHLC. Let's look at this green candle. A green candle is bullish, meaning the price went up during this time. The bottom of the body represents the open, the price when the time period started. The top of the body represents the close, the price when the time period ended. Because it closed higher than it opened, the body is filled with color. The very top of the upper wick is the highest price reached during that time. And the very bottom of the lower wick is the lowest price touched. Take a moment to look at the distance between the open and the close. That represents the net change in price. Now we've identified all 4 parts of the basic candlestick anatomy. Now that we understand a bullish candle, let's look at the opposite scenario. In this scene, you will learn to identify a bearish candlestick and compare it to a bullish one to determine market sentiment. Our learning objectives are to identify the open, high, low, and close points for a bearish candle, and compare bullish and bearish structures. When the price ends lower than where it started, we call this a bearish candle. It is usually colored red or black. On the left, we have the green bullish candle, and on the right, the red bearish candle. Notice the key difference here. In a green bullish candle, the price moves up, so the open is at the bottom and the close is at the top. In a red bearish candle, the price moves down. This means the open is actually at the top of the body and the close is at the bottom. However, the wicks stay the same. The top wick always represents the high, regardless of the candle's color, and the bottom wick always represents the low. So why does this matter? The relationship between these 4 points tells us who won the battle: the buyers, known as bulls, or the sellers, known as bears. Think about this. If a candle has a very long upper wick but a small red body, what does that tell you? It means the price went very high, but sellers pushed it all the way back down to close near the low. We have now successfully compared bullish and bearish structures and can see how the open and close swap positions based on price direction. To wrap up our lesson, let's look at how these 4 price points appear in a real-world sequence. In this scene, you will apply your knowledge to interpret a short price chart and see how candles connect. When you look at a chart, you are seeing a series of these stories told one after another. Notice how the candles connect. Generally, the price where one candle closes is very close to where the next candle opens. See how the close of this first bullish candle aligns with the open of the following bearish candle. This shows a continuous flow of time. Let's test your skills on this third candle. Look at that long lower wick. Even though the candle ended green, or bullish, what happened during that time period? The price dropped significantly to this low point, but the buyers stepped in and pushed the price back up to close higher than it opened. By looking at the open, high, low, and close, you aren't just looking at colors. You are reading the breadth of the market. You now know how to identify the anatomy of a candlestick, distinguish between bullish and bearish sentiment, and track price flow across a chart. Great job today. You've mastered the OHLC basics, the first step in becoming a technical analyst.